really like that this save game screen is just like explosions happening. Also, I forgot to put my earbuds back in after I made sure the audio was working. Much better. Explosions. I mean, I guess I'm going down, but, you know. Not like that. I was trying not to go down quite like that. Ow! Who's shooting? Not bad. Do I have a sniper rifle? I do have a sniper rifle. It's not there though. Which is a real bummer. Get out of here.
Hello.
Hello. How do you feel about potentially the end of Max Payne?
Excited-ish. I do want to see how it ends, even though I already know how it ends. Like to see it.
I'm gonna be honest. This game holds up really well.
I mean, from what I know, it's very similar to Max Payne 2, so I guess that doesn't shock me a lot. Like, I do not believe there are a lot of mechanical differences between Max Payne's 1 and 2.
But there are in Max Payne 3, which we may or may not get to.
I vote not. I saw someone stream Max Payne 3. Was it John?
It was John streamed Max Payne 3.
He just stream the ending, right? Or did he stream the whole thing?
Yes, I think he just streamed the ending because he got stuck on like some airport.
Yeah, I believe that was like the final thing.
Miserable.
I think that was the end of the game. Like that was the last thing. Max Payne 3 is bad. Or Max Payne 3 would probably be okay if it was not Max Payne 3.
If it was
Alex
washed
Casey.
up bodyguard, yeah. Alex Casey just makes me think of, because I think that's no. Maybe the name of Adam Baldwin's character from Chuck. Also
weird. No.
Something Casey.
John Casey.
Okay.
But his real name was Alex Coburn.
That might be where
He had two names, and Alex and Casey were both parts of each. But they were not part of the same group.
Right. Ah, shit.
Alright. How does it work? It was really warm. I remain overheated. Probably should have taken like a cold shower or something when I got home. But I was very tired and sitting.
Someone told me
very tired and sitting in my chair trying to just like my feet hurt. I just want to sit for a while and relax. And then I got a screen notification and it was like, fuck.
Someone did tell me once that taking cold showers after hot days at work was a really good thing.
It was, but sometimes your feet are really, really, really sore and you don't want to get up to actually go take a cold shower or bath. because you don't want to walk. And that's the situation I found myself in here.
Okay. Quick save video game. Not sure what that is doing, but it...
Hello. How goes it?
Pretty good. I watched that wrestling thing earlier.
Yep. That was really good.
Did they do a quick look of the bad wrestling game?
Oh, yes.
Buggy, but it was everything else.
They managed to avoid too many crazy glitches, which was surprising. But they did do... Because apparently you can make your own match type. And Dan had created a match type called, and I quote, ladder bullshit. And they did a 8-man ladder bullshit match with big heads on. Vince versus Shane versus Ric Flair versus Triple H versus Otis.
And most importantly of all, the beef mascot. What was it?
Yes. Ribby. I forget what the... Because I know I'm forgetting ones that were real wrestlers, but I don't remember who I'm forgetting.
You know, hour of them looking at their roster was fun too.
Oh, yeah. Much like when I linked the video, there was a lot of, what's wrong with your face?
I did see the little clip someone made of them stumbling across Randy Savage.
Oh, yeah. They did Randy Savage a little dirty.
They did.
They did a lot of people pretty dirty.
Yeah.
I still feel like Mandy Rose is probably the worst
It's
one.
probably the worst, but like, man, Trish was also real bad.
The monitor showed me the way. Processing diagrams filled the control room screens. All but one.
Oh yeah, Undertaker was there, and they were
because
they were lamenting the fact that they picked the biker Undertaker, but he did not have Rollin' as his music. Despite the fact that when they booted up the game, it was playing Rollin'. There's a weird YouTube video channel thing I saw once where they made like just an instrumental version of Rollin', and it actually sounded like surprisingly okay, and it was very weird.
I feel like you could make an instrumental version of most things to sound alright.
You know what they say? There's nothing more authentic than Kid Rock.
Limp Bizkit?
Fuck. I know music, I swear.
I mean, I feel like not knowing Limp
I
Bizkit
very
and Kid
much
Rock
do
is
not.
probably a mark in your favor, but...
Yeah.
Also, I very much do not know music, but yeah, I should know that much.
Should you?
Debatable.
I mean, it's one of those things like Nickelback where I feel like it's us enough that I should know it.
Oh, I don't know how I feel about that.
What, that we are Nickelback?
Yeah, no, that... I don't like this feeling.
I mean, that's what you get when you have Canada in the channel.
That's true. It's gonna quick save punch, I feel. You can't stop me. Oh, everything's on fire. I thought this place was called Cold Steel. Why is everything on fire?
It's like, you know, Iceland and Greenland.
Shit. Do I have to, like, hop in this thing? That's a no. I'm very confused as to what it keeps exploding. Oh, that's what keeps exploding. I didn't see the lasers because this entire room is red. Also, this is like RE5 levels of what's convection.
It's fine. This room is absurd.
Yeah. Yeah, it is.
It looks like you've walked into some kind of weird fun house. Like, this makes me think of a level from Psychonauts or something. Of just, here's having an obstacle course.
Ah, shit. Well, now you've done it.
How you doing?
Yeah. It'd be really cool if I could find some painkillers. Yeah, I saw that one coming. Big success. Oh, this bridge is certainly not going to go all the way. So I'm going to have to do a sick jump. Oh, I did not do a sick jump. Gonna have to do a sick jump. Nope. Gonna have to do it. Nope. Nope. Gonna have to do something that's not that. Can I, like... Shit. Ah. That did not feel good, but I did it. It was probably not the way that you are supposed to do that. I'm going to go out on a limb and say, but it worked.
Moving to the danger area.
really liked that voice clip of moving to the danger area. I'm always moving to the danger area.
I had taken on the role of the mythic detective, Bogart as Marlowe, or as Sam Spade going after the Maltese Falcon to unravel all the mysteries.
Film noir references.
Following a path of clues to that final revelation, even if it would take me down to the cold, cavernous depths of a grave.
You can't do this! My men are still inside!
Do you have any idea why this is called Operation Deadeyes?
Aw.
I think he's dead already.
Let's do it.
These two random fucking suit guys just going, do you know why they call this Operation Deadeyes? And then just fucking unloading.
Evacuate the complex.
We've got company.
Repeat. The self-destruction sequence.
Feel like.
I had seen the logo on the floor before.
Okay, you know what? That sold it.
Yeah, the punctuating.
What,
shot
the dude
there.
reloading?
Reloading and then
Yeah.
shooting one more
I did the
time.
military
Because the
plaque on
thing I
floor.
wanted to point out there was
I'd
that
seen
at
the
no
1,000
point did either of
variations
them
the
lower
insignia
their
on crumbling
aim,
brick walls everywhere in the
which
city.
implies that
The
man
sword
was
replaced by a
standing
syringe.
or they were firing
Project
past
Valhalla,
his body
V
at
for
the wall.
Valkyr, V for Valhalla. All of a sudden it read like a crackpot conspiracy theory.
That guy just stood there and took it until the last shot.
Abort! Abort! The self-destruct...
Also, are self-destruct sequences like a real thing? Cause like, why?
Because you have to be able to activate it and then you escape before everything explodes.
But I just mean like as a real life thing.
Attention all personnel.
I mean, apparently not, because we had to fucking bomb our own base when we bailed on Syria.
Cause like I feel like making a self-destruct sequence in a real thing would just be like a fucking terrible idea. Cause like, what if someone hacks it and then you're just
Well,
boned?
also,
I'm
like,
trying to imagine the Q&A process for self-destruct.
I was gonna say,
Yeah.
like, also the part where anything could just go wrong and accidentally cause it to go off.
Right, like even that
You find out that
aside,
someone's
it's like,
fucking Nintendo Switch crosses the signal somewhere and everything just goes boom.
like bugs aside, how do you even test the self-destruct sequence?
Yeah, like, how do you test it and go like, alright, yeah, that blew up real good. Now set it back to normal. You don't get a lot of chances to do dry runs of self-destructs.
Like everything else in the Valkyr case, the door code was a mystery to me.
Well, I mean, I suppose they test bombs, it's just they have to make a lot of them.
I don't know, I feel like these days your self-destruct system, like government-wise, is just fire a missile at the thing you want to be gone.
The chemist had been using the workstation when he died.
Yeah.
The half-life of the lab rat had ended online, his password blinking on the screen. 665, a neighbor of the beast.
It's less of a self-destruct and more of a remote destruct.
Then leaves the stuff that self-destructs by just being bad.
Not that way.
In here! Hey! Get me out of here! I'm innocent! They're...
Hey, what up?
Thanks. I thought I was gonna die in there for sure.
I need you to get me through the decontamination chamber airlock.
You're crazy! No way! The place is blowing up for Christ's
Attention
sake.
all personnel.
Either that or back
The
to the cell.
self-destruction
Your
sequence has been
choice.
initiated.
Okay, I'll do it.
Proceed to the
I'll
nearest
do it.
exit immediately.
Also, I'm just reminded of the self-destruct sequence bit from that FMV board game that Giant Bomb played. Oh.
Get in! I'll punch you through.
After this, you can go.
Decontamination
You're a
in
free man.
progress.
Bad.
Thanks, buddy.
Decontamination code.
Ah, shit. Loading screen.
I was caught in the middle of the deadly web that was the Valkyr case.
That's a lot of explodey lasers. That one? Shit. Can I just jump over these explodey lasers? Yes. Yes, I can.
One of the lab terminals.
Top secret. Project Valhalla. U.S. Army. Yggdrasil Network.
Yggdrasil Network? Are you for
Yes.
reals right now?
Yes, they are.
Spent their afterlife feasting and fighting.
Come
for
on,
Alan Wake is
man.
a goddamn national treasure.
Night after night.
His writing is impeccable.
Valkyr, the maidens who chose the most courageous Viking warriors.
I think he uses a little too many similes.
Literally, no one has ever said that. Shut your goddamn mouth. Project Valhalla.
Results unsatisfactory. Project cancelled.
Someone had decided to continue the sick experiment unauthorized.
So I guess the 6 street drugs are like some weird super soldier
Yeah, man, you gotta
nonsense.
test it out before you give it to your soldiers.
Security clearance red. Authorized by the project lead. Field test. Double the dosage for all the remaining test subjects. Observe and record the subject's behavior in an urban
It's a
setting.
continuation of an old government project to juice up your soldiers.
A file dated 3 years ago. Just when you thought you had reached
Speaking
the
of,
deepest depths
wrestling.
of horror, it suddenly got worse. How to turn off that small voice inside your head.
Hey,
that
the
started to
wellness
whisper that
policy
you should be
remains in
glad that
effect.
now, if not before.
Jinder
your
Mahal
revenge
just
was
took his
justifiable on any
vitamins.
conceivable moral scale. That small voice proved, beyond any doubt, that I was damned. The dagger-heeled woman had come and gone a long time ago. There was nothing more for me here. The bunker's name was acting as a self-fulfilling prophecy.
Decontamination. Self-destruction imminent. 30, 29, 28, 27,
Ah, Shit.
25, 24, 23, 22, 21, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15,
I feel like I
14,
goofed
13,
this up a little bit.
11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Commence.
I did not get out of the lab in time because I saw the thing too late. Oh, shit.
Decontamination.
There we go.
Destruction imminent. 30, 29, 28, 27, 26, 25, 24, 23, 22, 21, 20, 19, 18, 17.
I feel like 30 seconds is not a good time on self-destruction. Oh, shit. Shouldn't have stood in the middle of the elevator.
Decontamination. Self-destruction imminent. 30, 29, 28, 27, 26, 25, 24, 25.
Why would you have, like, an empty floor in the middle of your elevator? Why?
In case you need to drop a dude. Why would you not have the foresight to booby trap your own elevator? See, because there's like a thing in the employee manual for the secret base that says, hey, don't stand on that part of the elevator, it's dangerous. But because you're not officially licensed to work here, you never got the manual, and you ate it. The system is working as intended.
The Project Valhalla test subjects had been the mad junkies who had murdered my loved ones. The rest was simple body count math. It all pointed to her. Ms. Valkyr.
Ms. Valkyr!
Inferno behind me. All my leads were dead, turned to smoke and dust. I had lost my way. I hadn't slept in a million years.
I feel like you've slept in more recently than a million years, Max Payne.
Good job, Meltzer. Man, the writing is so fucking good.
It's really good. Also, this chapter is called Backstabbing Bastard.
I've been living on an endless supply of week-old donuts. They were fuel for this crazy furnace inside my head. I couldn't remember when I had last seen the sun. I was on
See, these are a bunch of metaphors. There are no similes in that panel.
New York City became something else. Any old Sinatra song notwithstanding. Bad things happened in the night. On the streets of that other city. Noir York City.
Noir York City is really good!
I was in an all-night diner, down in cup after cup of coffee that tasted like engine oil.
See, even though I've never finished the game, I know most of these lines because sometimes I just go through Max Payne quotes. And just go like, yeah, writing is so good.
2:30 a.m. the Choir Communications Garage.
The more I thought about Alex's murder and the frame-up, the more it felt like an inside job. I should have seen it coming. BB had sold me out, and now he wanted to finish what he'd started. The garage was dead. BB showed up in his tailor-made suit, gold watch, and cufflinks to match. All way beyond a cop's pay.
Maxie.
Losing suave charm, he was guilty as hell. What the hell does BB stand for anyway? Backstabbing bastard?
Oh,
Come on,
there's
don't
the
be
name
like
of the
that. Have
chapter.
a cigar.
I don't smoke.
Maxie, you have no idea how big this is. It's huge.
Also, look at
You have
that
no
evil
idea.
dude with his weird sunglasses in the middle of the
I
night!
think I do. You're a bribe-taking bent cop who sold out his partner. Those mobsters in the subway were a dead giveaway. Hard to miss.
And this kitty that's opening this door.
You can never escape.
You can't win this one, Max.
Nope.
No, but I can make damn sure none of you do either. BB turned out to be another cardboard cutout bad guy.
As soon as gameplay happens, I'm pausing this and escorting Kitty.
Can't believe no one thought this guy was corrupt before now. Look at this motherfucker.
I know.
Bad cop on the take. A cowardly right-hand man fleeing from the scene, leaving his paid thugs to do his dirty work.
Oops. Pausing the video game. 1 moment. I must take care of this. Alright. Kitty has been pet. Dodging. Man, I'm still just laughing at that dude wearing his dumb sunglasses at night.
There's nothing more sinister than
Fucking-
round shades.
Fucking Corey Hart song over here. Oh, how rude. I don't know why I'm doing this. This seems like a dumb idea. Sue me in the winter. What? It's a really good noise when you pick up like 4 painkillers at once, because it's just like the one painkiller noise, but 4 times on top of each other. I just like to imagine like Max Payne just picks up all of them and just gives them a good shake all at the same time.
Yeah. I really wish... Like, I want to see a mod for this that puts in a Witcher style, like, hard limit on the painkillers. And it's like, if you take too many, nah, you're done.
Oh,
Like,
that
a
would suck.
toxin meter, and it's like, no, you can't keep chugging painkillers. That's not how this works, Max Payne. You are drinking an entire bottle every time you hit the health button. Think about that. Think about how many pills you were guzzling. Like,
You don't see it, but in between games, Max Payne just does a bunch of dialysis.
like, imagine if you were one of these random dudes and you're having a gunfight with Max Payne, and in one hand he's got a gun, and in the other hand he's got an open bottle of aspirin, and he just dumps the entire thing into his open mouth while shooting at you.
Like I said, Max Payne is the opioid crisis.
It's like, otherwise you would get more than one use out of these bottles of pills you were picking up. The only reasonable explanation is that Max Payne is eating the entire bottle. Every time.
Yeah. Maybe they're like a little travel thing.
But like you
So
can
there's
hear
only,
and
like-
shake them.
Yeah.
They rattle a lot, and also you can see them when you pick them up, and they're like full-size bottles. It's not like every bottle contains a single aspirin.
Also, here's a question that I have. Is there literally any point to not, like, if you have the option to dual wield, is there a point to not dual wield?
I don't see a reason. Because why would you not want two guns? Maybe you want to feel cool by doing the one gun thing,
Conserve
but
ammo
also
by lowering your rate of fire.
two gun thing. It might just be personal preference. Can you still throw grenades when you're dual wielding?
This isn't, you can't throw a grenade when you're single wielding either, you have to switch to
Oh, okay.
grenades.
Well, never mind then.
It's like Gears of War.
It's like all first person shooters from that era. I want to say Halo might have been first. I don't know for sure.
Did GoldenEye? No,
GoldenEye.
it was Perfect Dark. At the very least, the only one that I can think of is Halo, so, you know, it might be Halo.
Reports of a fire at the Punchinello Manor in Westchester.
I've been to Westchester.
Angelo Punchinello, the alleged head of the Punchinello
I've been there.
The police are now saying, contrary to their earlier statements, that Max Payne is still alive and at large. He continues his vendetta against the Mafia, of which this last act of arson is attributed to.
I had no recollection of setting any fires, but I did.
You know who else is from Westchester?
I don't.
Hillary Clinton.
Oh.
Or like that area. I think there's a more specific town that I'm not remembering the name of. But I've been there too. Ow, 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 ow. My health was around my knees and then I died. I guess my waist.
Gotta pull your health up.
I would, but I don't have any more bottles of painkillers. My car is on fire. There we go. Now the problem becomes, how do I get out of this? There we go. Exactly like that. Not even a problem. out of here. I don't know why that exploded.
Maxie. Come out, wherever you are.
You know, I really hate people who refuse to see the inevitable. Refuse to
Just
do
got
the
a
smart
weapon
thing.
called a jackhammer. And I think I killed the boss while he was still monologuing.
No, I must do the
Or, no, I'm
right
not.
thing.
There it is. Okay.
The payphone started to ring.
Max Payne finally
There's a
equips
payphone.
the genetic jackhammer.
God damn it. The product of Max Payne's semen.
Whatever does it for you.
This is Alfred Woden. I can give you the name of your enemy.
Come to the Asgard building
It's not gonna stop.
and meet Alfred Woden. Like, come on,
No.
man.
You heard him.
Woden was waiting
I
for me at the steps
know.
of the old building.
Mr. Payne, let's go inside. The others are anxious to begin.
The others?
Despite the general misconception, this building actually predates the City Hall by 2 years, thus being the oldest municipal building still in use here at the foot of the Brooklyn Bridge.
No kidding. The old man played tour guide as he led me through a dark domed hall. The answers I was after loomed large ahead.
Mr. Payne, I would like to introduce you to my colleagues in what we call the Inner Circle.
You've been watching
We
too
got
much
Jake
X-Files.
Hager. We got Sammy Guevara.
On Project Valhalla.
And we
Fill
got
the gaps.
LAX.
With the information
Santana and Ortiz.
we were all involved in the early stages of the project.
I'm assuming the
where
big
we
secret society I couldn't remember the name of is called the
would
Inner
very much like to
Circle.
blow this thing wide open.
Yes.
Our hands are tied.
Oh my god, he does have an eye patch!
Yeah,
Her name is Nicole Horn. She was the key
of course he
figure in Project
does.
Valhalla.
His name is
When
Woden.
funding was discontinued. She simply refused
Why?
to know
Does he
exactly
also have
what
like
she
a
had
sick
planned.
raven perched on his chair?
Nicole Horn is the president of Acer.
No.
You have a raven-shaped
She
cane or
holds the city
something?
in her pocket.
Not
Okay.
yet.
Under wraps. If you try to go public with this, we will deny any knowledge. We need you to take her out. Afterwards, we can protect you. Make all the charges go away.
That was the cue for the killer suits to kick in the doors and swarm inside. It was an impressive floor show, but I decided to leave early anyway. It was only a one-story fall.
This is only a one-story fall.
Acknowledged. Target escaped. Confirm location, the inner courtyard. Search and destroy.
Come on. There we go. That's a big laser.
One of the monitors. On screen, the so-called corpse of Alfred Woden stood up, miraculously waking from his dirt nap, looking smug among his dead pals. In the land of the blind, the one-eyed man is king. I didn't know how he'd pulled it off, but it was a pretty slick way to get out of all his promises. Most of what he had said fit too well to be a load of crap.
I can't believe Alfred Woden was totally fooling, tricking, and didn't actually die. Shit. Oh man.
Search and destroy.
Oops. I really should quick save more often than I do.
Probably. It would save you some replaying.
A little bit.
But, you know, all that replaying gives you a chance to become better at the game, which will surely help come Max Payne 2.
On screen, the so-called corpse of Alfred.
You're gonna blow through that one, no problem.
Miraculously waking from
Oh,
his
yeah.
nap, looking smug among it.
I was looking up, like, not story stuff about Max Payne 2, but, like, gameplay stuff. We're not getting the true ending, because I'm not playing it on the hardest difficulty. I'm sorry. What the? Very rude. Again. Whoops. Why does this kind of look like the office from, like, Indigo Prophecy?
We'll have to see it. You know,
What is your answer to those saying that he's actually providing
I mean,
service
Cubicle
long over
Farm,
David
you can
City?
only make it so distinct.
Yeah. I feel like that's kind of what it is it's just like it's an early 2000s video and or early 2000s video game even.
Uh-huh.
And it's like you can only do so much with, you know,
with maze of cubicles.
And like if I'm being generous, like 2500 polygons.
The lighting might also be part of it. Computer monitors
Yeah.
have that kind of weird faded greenish glow.
Early lighting. Oh shit. Where was it going? This seems new. Diving for no reason.
A videotape lay on the... Nicole Horn had blackmailed the inner circle into silence. The tape came with a curt extortion note on a piece of expensive paper. I remembered Candy Dawn taping her clients in action on the side, selling the tapes to the highest bidder. I was sure that kinky sex was nowhere near Alfred Woden's worst sin. But I had a feeling that when this was over, any collateral would come in handy.
Stealing old man sex tapes. Like a hero, Max Payne. Like a hero.
Woden had left me a present. Woden had taken care of my mission preps with military precision. The critical areas in the Acer Corporation headquarters blueprints were circled in red. The president's office was at the top of the building, right below her penthouse suite. The elevators were controlled by a security computer, part of the mainframe located underground below the building. The high-rise was
Depends
sealed
on the
as tight as
job,
a
but
sci-fi
also,
fortress.
yeah, that sounds kind of vaguely nightmarish. And then it would make it very hard to lie.
Yeah. They can't come in, I'm having some car problems.
I mean, I already can't use that excuse, so...
I know. But, it, you know... You doubly couldn't if you were living in the same building.
Can't come in, I'm having some leg problems. Shit's busted.
Is this a jump I can make? Yes. No. No, it was not. It just killed me. That was great.
The best movie ending ever? Oh, gotta be Butch Cassidy and the Sundance Kid. A hero's end, going out with guns blazing. Never heard of it? No? Okay, newer stuff then.
Ah, I wanted to hear them talk about movies. So I reloaded and that made noise, I guess. And one guy was talking about how good an ending Butch Cassidy and the Sundance Kid was, and that seemed amusing. Gold Commando. Chapter 6. I think of 8. We're closing
I
in.
dreamed of revenge. Those dreams were always nightmares, of coming close and then failing. Now I was close. I had a name to guide me. Nicole Horn. I had nothing to lose.
I had nothing to lose, and you can tell by the weird look on my face. I look like I'm fucking...
Tell me, what does Max Payne look like? Describe his face.
Looks like he's just sucking on the most sour lemon.
Sour lemon is life.
Yep.
The Inner Circle had quite a track record. Project Valhalla had not been the only thing the Inner Circle had been involved in. There were rows of cabinets full of files. The Serpentine Secret Society went back a long way, always playing
That is the
strings in
face
shadows.
Sam Lake was making
couldn't
as
say
a
I was
marketing
sorry.
person talked to him
Woden's
about
told
mullet
some business from
time.
the Power game had cut the Circle's
Yep.
membership roster to 1. The old man wanted me on cleanup duty. It was my mess too.
Do you think the mullet time conversation actually happened?
I mean, I think it probably wasn't about mullets. but I feel like that probably did happen.
Yeah, but I'm more like you think someone actually came up with mullet time. Because it feels
No.
almost so stupid that it has to be. I still can't
Yeah, it was
believe
really good at
Alfred
outrunning
Woden
bullets.
faked his own death and came back later.
You just had to, you know, go into the Woden.
Damn it, I was gonna make that joke. I was just waiting for you to say something else to set it up. You asshole.
You set it up for me.
Ah. Oh, the writing in this game is really good, but also, man, it is so on the nose.
Well, 2001 was a different time.
This is the first like Remedy thing.
So technically no.
So yeah, what was?
But sort of yes. So before this was a game called Death Race.
Uh-huh.
It was like an old like DOS-ish game that got remastered in like in a weird post-American Nightmare thing because it has Barry in it and his car is just covered in Christmas lights, which is great. We're not playing Death Race because I don't have it.
Makes sense.
But yeah, there's the weird car game basically. But this was no one remembers that. This is the first Remedy game people remember. Let's say. And really kind of set the tone for their future output of narrative-based third-person shooters. Is what they do. Barring the remaster of the car game, and I think they're involved in that story mode for the... I forget the name of the game, but there's some free-to-play game that's big in China that they had a bit at the Xbox E3 conference this year about, and Remedy is technically doing like the single-player part of that. It's got like the most generic name imaginable. And they also did a fun game about boats. It only came out on iOS, and as someone who does not have an iOS device, it's like, well...
Too bad.
Yeah. Whoop! Bloody. I have a lot of ammo left for my assault rifle. Which is what we in the business call a bummer.
CIA, FBI, you've seen one, you've seen them all. Shit.
I love that the slogan for this Aesir Corporation is a bit closer to heaven. Like, again, like, come on.
I mean, it's not bad.
But, like, come on, though. It's a little on the nose.
It is, but you're
Just a
already
little
calling
bit.
yourself the Aesir Corp. The real question is how nobody made the connection between the Aesir Corporation and the Valkyr drug. Like, I feel like anyone could have put these numbers together.
Maybe this is a world where... Well, no, because they specifically talk about it.
What?
I was like, what if this is a world where, like, Norse mythology just doesn't exist?
Yeah, no. A, that would be absurd. B, like, do you remember Lupino's whole shtick? And also that book of Norse mythology was found laying around in the club. In the club called Ragnarok.
Yeah.
I'll be right back.
Alright. Oh, Max Payne.
Mine wasn't the most original approach to the problem. It wasn't as if it hadn't all been done before. An eye for an eye, the first principle of revenge. Old as dirt, still going strong. The cardinal rule in going after someone with an intention to kill was not to make it personal, which it almost always ended up being anyway. It did with me. I took my time, cruising around the city in the snow. There was no hurry. I knew what I had to do now. I took my time, thinking about it, building up the rage. When I was ready, I parked the stolen wheels at the front entrance of the Acer Corporation headquarters. Got out, got in, got cracking. I had a bullet with Nicole Horn's name on it. I had 10,000 bullets with the Hag's name on them. She had ultra-high-tech security systems, enough mercenaries and weaponry to start World War III. There was no fear. New York disappeared behind a veil of snow. I had crossed the threshold. This was her domain, sleek and sexy and soulless, all glass and steel. A place of color-coded security key cards, metal detectors, and surveillance systems.
Alright. Thanks for the description, Max. How are we gonna do, like, the Matrix thing?
Fridge.
Walk
Cold
through
as
the
a
metal
gun.
detectors with a billion guns on me. The answer to that question was yes. Wow. I died.
Good work. Way to set the tone for the finale.
Oh yeah. Wow. I died really fast that time.
Shoot these guys.
I'm trying.
Or instead of shooting, maybe throw some grenades. Opening the battle with explosives never harmed anyone except the other guys.
Ugh. You know what? You're right. Man, that was a problem solver.
It's a grenade! It's basically their entire purpose. Are the grenades you throw and the grenades you fire off the grenade launchers separate, or are they the same ammo pool?
I believe they are separate.
Okay.
Which is good.
More explosives is always better. Like you're just going around that corner and immediately getting exploded. I did not realize that the thing causing the explosions were a-holes with grenade launchers up top.
Yeah, this seems like a problem.
Maybe this is a good time to use more grenade launchers.
I don't think my grenade launcher can get that far.
I mean, their grenade launchers are going pretty far.
Yeah, because they're up. I'm down.
Get high.
No, we're trying to avoid that. Come on.
Are we?
Wow.
Oh, Max going flying through the air is never not funny. You were taking a lot of damage even from being remotely close to those grenades.
I feel like I'm really far away from them.
That was timed really well on the stream delay, by the way. I feel like I'm really far away from them as you take 2 directly to the face.
I wish I could zoom this in more.
It does seem like an awfully small zoom. It is working, though.
Is it?
I mean, you killed that one guy, right?
I've killed one guy thus far.
But I thought whenever it does the slow-mo thing, or like the camera thing, then you kill the guy. So you killed at least 2.
No. Unless more dudes came in.
I think more dudes might be coming in. I feel like you need to be shooting more and walking forward less.
Nope.
Like, instead of walking forward into the range where you die, you can shoot them from a place where you don't die.
Did I get him? I got him. We're gonna quick save. Okay. Max Payne.
I feel like I can't really grasp why that was so difficult for you. But we're past it. We'll never have to deal with that again.
I feel like the thing to realize is, I don't know, like, playing this really close to my TV, like trying to see things, because this is I'm playing this with my upscalers on, so
maybe that is part of it. Because I was just looking at the like bright, blatant muzzle flash of the grenade launchers and wondering why you didn't shoot there.
Shit.
And they have a lot of traps in this place.
It's like they called me in. Ow. Yeah, I saw that coming.
There's a lot of damage from falling.
Yeah. I'm falling a not a big distance. Well, I guess it was like a story and a half. This one. Okay, quick save. Ow. Hit. Oh hey, this is the grenade launcher hallway. Or floor, rather. How about that?
Now you know where all that was coming from.
Yeah.
Fuck this floor.
Which means this is the top part of the grenade. Oh, look at this fucking Resident Evil hallway.
Is there a big dumb laser hallway?
Yes.
Great.
Definitely not just quick saving after every laser. That's crazy. Who would do such a thing?
Damn it. Those explosions should not be so funny, but they always are.
I don't get what's so funny about them.
It's something about the angle of, like, Max doing the same exact angle of flying through the air on every explosion. It's like a... It feels like a reaction image to you fucking up, almost, but the game is doing it. Because it's just identical every time.
I don't kill nice guys.
You're not bad yourself.
Well, not identical, but, like, close enough that it just feels
Cut her
hilarious.
ties to the mafia. He deserved to die.
The same goes with her. She's the bad
Ping.
guy here. Her sister was whispering to her in my favor. I knew the appetites of ghosts intimately. They hungered for revenge.
No!
A gunshot boomed and she fell down in slow motion.
Oh no!
Not really a stone cold
This
killer.
lady who's on the box art for Max Payne 2 is dead.
Religious fanatics or loyal samurai Horn's private army was coming at me.
Request assistance.
Shit.
When the elevator came back down, Mona was gone. There was a lot of blood, but no body. Something clicked
Mona
for the
Sachs,
final
nice
time.
girl, not
My
really a
mind had
killer.
never been so clear. As if
Yeah.
somewhere high above, the storm clouds were already gone. Cold stars blazing from the black skies.
Definitely not.
Max Payne, terrible judge of character.
What are you talking about? Max Payne, very good at understanding motivations.
Yeah, like Vladimir, he's almost one of the good guys.
Yeah. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. Oh, shit. It was not what I was expecting that to be. Okay. I don't know why I didn't think about this. Shit! No! Oh, that's the wrong way. This is hard. Shit.
Remember, you have slow.
What's the fun in that?
You also have a grenade launcher.
Make me mad. I want you to think about what you just
Yeah?
said.
What about it?
I have a grenade launcher that I'm firing up.
Well, aim at the wall. If it hits the wall, it's not going to come back down.
They don't explode on contact.
Oh, I thought they did.
No.
Why would it? That's how most grenade launchers work.
No, they don't.
That is how a lot of grenade launchers work.
In video games,
This is
maybe.
a video game, dumbass. Use your slow-mo. Remember which direction it turns. You don't fire at the wrong side of the wall. Come on, you've got to see how funny the explosion thing is.
Yeah, it's pretty good. I used slow-mo, it didn't help.
I feel like it helped and maybe there was just no helping you.
That's a possibility.
Yeah. Bully, for the love of God, look right and then shoot at the first mine.
I'm trying.
Trying is definitely the right word.
Shit.
You have something that fires faster so that you maybe have to aim less. Can you switch to it before you die? Like, if you were firing an Uzi, would that maybe help? God damn it. Shoot the thing.
I'm trying.
You know the shotgun's actually working
You know
out.
what I'm talking about. In all the cool action movies, and I'm talking about the coolest
So you
of the
completely
cool,
whiffed.
It always seems like time slows down in the middle of the action.
This man's talking about bullet time.
The hero
Oh.
dodging in slow motion.
The coolest part of action movies is when the action hero dies in slow motion and dodges everything. It's a little... I love this game. It's a little on the nose.
You're gonna go kill that man with bullet time now?
I did.
Good.
I had elevator access to the mainframe.
Do you think he
From there, I'd be
appreciated
able to
it?
override the security locks and get to her office.
Like, when you were diving and
Probably.
shooting, do you think he was like, oh, that's so cool?
You think he knows?
I mean, he saw the dive, if nothing else. He might not have seen the slow motion, but, like...
Just because like everyone experienced the slowdown of time.
Yeah, like, people on the other side of New York are just getting slowed down for no reason, and they're like, oh, fuck, Max is at it again.
I think that was... So, I was also thinking about this in relation to Condemned 2 for some reason. Because, like, you know what game also has a weird multiplayer section that probably shouldn't have a weird multiplayer section? Was Max Payne 3.
Oh, right.
And that game, in it, you could go into bullet time in the multiplayer.
Yeah, I remember that. I remember that mostly because before it came out, a lot of people were like, wait, how the fuck is that going to work? How the
I had
fuck is that
elevator
going to
access
work?
to the mainframe. From
Is
there, I'd be
it
able to
like
override
a
the security
Perfect
locks and
Dark
get
where
to
it
her
just puts
office.
everyone in slow mo?
Yes. Oh! Shit.
This Super Nintendo game, Kendo Rage.
I had
is-
elevator access to the mainframe. From there,
Really
I'd be able to
weird.
override the security locks and get to her office.
It's one of those super anime games that people haven't kid, I would be super confused by it as a kid, and now as an adult, be like, oh, okay.
Yeah, this looks pretty anime, alright.
How anime are we talking?
Hold on.
Please tell me we don't
Like
have to do
100%.
more.
Maybe not 120%, but 100%.
Here.
Oh, shit. Hold on. Okay. Yeah, that's pretty anime. Wait. What is happening? Okay. Very confused. That was
What
not the
makes
right move to
gumbo
make.
of Bubbles, Curly, and Mo?
What?
It's this boss that's 3 fish.
Video game helicopter fight. Oh, that's not the right move to make.
Well, I see you flying through the air after an explosion. I assume you made the right move.
That was my own. That was my own explosion. That was me firing the grenade launcher at the helicopter, and it didn't go through, and instead exploded at me.
Classic Max Payne. Also classic Max Payne, just falling down an elevator shaft.
The unmarked chopper was Horn's pet guardian, inhuman and flawless. It was stalking me.
I hate to be stereotyped. I'm not a cold-blooded killer. I'm a nice guy. I love my wife. I have 2 boys I'm very proud of.
Ah!
The Satanist doing everything.
Did you say that's Snake or that's Satan?
Satan.
Okay. That was dicey. I gotta interact with something. One of these computers. One of these things.
There's a character that appears to be a Boo equivalent that was named Big Squirt.
Oh, this is so cool. You get it, this is a glitch that I read about. You can cancel the reload animation and just throw infinite fucking, like, clips.
It's like litter the ground with magazines? Or...
Yeah, well, not so much on the console version. I think it works better on the PC version.
Cool. I'm into that.
What am I missing? Make these elevators work? No. I literally cannot leave this room, so figure something's gotta happen. destroy something. Oh. Maybe. Oh.
The owl is called Doctor Who.
All Horn's locks were now offline. All bets were off.
That's pretty good.
The elevator would take me all the way up.
That's really good. Shit.
The Satan guy was the dean of detention.
Seen from this height, the night seemed to stretch on to eternity. A hint of desperation had crept into the snowstorm, as if it was trying to get it all out before the end.
I'm not quite sure how a snowstorm can be desperate, Max Payne, but you.
Going back to our discussion yesterday of weird video game gimmicks or non-supernatural abilities you would like to have, I would also appreciate Max Payne's ability to narrate everything constantly, the way that he does.
I mean, you can do. I was gonna say you can just do that in your brain.
Yeah, but the way he does, his ability to constantly be on point with his narration.
Yeah, that's tough.
Shit. It's almost like when you get near the end of the video game, it gets like difficult.
If you put out like revenue quality writing just like on the drop of a hat.
Yeah. But I like to imagine that the horrible curse that comes along would be that you can only do it for narrating your daily life, and not actually for any kind of creative endeavor.
Like you try to do it in a creative way and it just doesn't come out
Yeah,
right.
it just sounds bad. But then if you're just thinking about your bad day at work, it's like you can monologue for hours. Because then I can keep myself entertained through a boring day at work via just monologuing.
Horn's personal computer was on. Next to the printer was a neat stack of expensive paper. Hacking through Horn's
And that
computer
reminds me
would
of
unearth
Calvin and
files of
Hobbes,
criminal
and
plans,
all his
strategies
awesome
for
stuff
world
like
domination,
Spaceman Spiffs and the
spy
Tracer Bullets and
helicopter reports,
whatnot.
illegal wiretap recordings, internet porno, all of the above. Take your pick. I really didn't care.
Also good
anymore.
monologuing.
I had seen too much of it already.
I should read Calvin and Hobbes again.
Max Payne, you shot the monitor. That's not a computer.
Could be an all-in-one.
This is 2001.
They existed.
But why did he shoot the monitor?
So he was fed up with that lady's bullshit.
Actually, considering it's 2001, that looks like a mighty flat monitor.
I mean, they kind of existed.
Yeah, I mean, I suppose there was probably LCD screens available. I just...
Valkyr had been meant to be a
It's
white
probably
lady
for super rich people, like the president of a weird company.
Yeah, like these
The devil was in the drug.
secret Norse
I knew.
societies.
I had met him. And now I was gonna kill her. The queen of the underworld who had tried to lift herself a bit closer to heaven with her drug money. No begging, no bribes. She knew better. Honor among
This is a
killers.
tall tower.
We were about to die.
Yeah.
I just knew how this would end. In pain and suffering.
All this because your wife stuck her nose into things that were none of her business.
The cops were coming to take me away. The sirens were like a bad conscience I couldn't shake.
It's ridiculous you've made it this far. You won't be alive when they get here.
Harsh, lady.
Stop him!
Oh, I am diving towards the grenade. That was not the right move to make.
I do appreciate that lady acknowledging the ridiculousness that Max Payne has made it through all of this nonsense.
Eat it.
The elevator lobby. Get us back there now.
Max Payne. Futile. A waste of time. The deaths of your wife and
You laughing at me just diving immediately into a grenade?
Yes.
it is done. You cannot bring them back. Nothing you do will make it any better.
Huh.
Huh?
I feel like this is now where we fight the helicopter. I'm trying to look at my options here and be like, how do I want to fight this helicopter?
Bullets. I advise bullets and or grenades.
Actually, I don't feel like that.
Well, yeah, if these aren't on contact grenades, then it'll be a problem.
Nope, nope. Never mind, it's leaving.
Yeah, because you can't really shoot through the glass, right?
No. You can shoot through some glass.
But not this glass. This is tough glass.
You cannot survive this.
Yes.
You will die. Stop fighting. Make it
You know what? Hold on, we're just gonna...
Max Payne. This is futile. Waste of time.
I'm just gonna stand behind this and not actually blow bullets. Shooting this for no reason. Also, I'm just gonna blow up that rock through again. Just double check. Okay, yeah. I'm just supposed to stand here until this goes down. There it goes.
Max Payne, you are fighting a losing battle. You cannot survive this. You will die. Stop fighting. Make it easy for yourself. Accept your fate. You will die here.
What if I don't accept my fate that I will die here? Balcony. Oh boy. Boy, that. This is a tall building, make me mad.
It seems pretty big.
I don't know if you knew that about it.
Max Payne,
Out of here. You guys have painkillers? You do. Thank you.
Not a step further. Over here.
I love a big, ominous holographic map of the United States.
No evil layer is complete without it.
Is that what I'm supposed to examine? No. Oh, there's a button. Secret button.
I feel like it's always better to have like a evil hologram of the world, though.
Or I meant the world.
Okay.
That was my
The
bad.
U.S. is
Bright glowing orb.
small potatoes. Yeah, the big evil glowing orb is also good if you can get it.
Yeah, like in Saudi Arabia,
Yeah.
if
Yeah,
you will.
that was what I was going for.
I know.
Whose idea was that?
Apparently it was in like the anti-terrorism headquarters they had set up or something. I remember looking into the origins of the glowing orb before.
Just the idea of a photo op with everyone grasping the orb.
Oh shit, do I have to shoot out some guy wires? No, maybe. It seemed like what that was hinting at.
I can see why you think that.
I don't know why you think there's anything sinister about this.
I imagine if not the wire itself, then like the contact point, but it looks like you tried that and I don't know if it worked or not, so...
Not really. Oh hey, there's the edge of the skybox.
Man, that is the best picture.
It's pretty good. I like how it's even
I had
more
to get-
sinister. Like, than I remember
Like
it.
way closer.
Speaking of like the Emperor and all that Star Wars stuff yesterday.
As far as we know of, touching that glowing orb wouldn't activate a global super weapon.
That we know
Yeah.
Hey, you shot the thing.
Yeah, I did just get way closer. What is the point of this room?
45 seconds.
I feel like I'm fucking this up. Well, yeah, we're just gonna... Okay.
Roger that. Attempting to land now. It's gonna be tricky.
Try this again.
She's on board. We're out of here as soon as the wind dies down. Don't like the look of that mast.
Shit. I really wish I could skip this cutscene.
She's on board. We're out of here as soon as the wind dies down. Don't like the look of that mast. Lift off in 1 minute. Lift off in 45 seconds.
I need to, like, snipe out the other moorings. The guy wire.
30 seconds to lift off.
No. Nope, nope, that's the door is closed.
15 seconds to lift off. Okay, ready to lift off in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Well, that's probably bad.
Bethesda is now selling $100 annual subscriptions for exclusive Fallout 76 features.
I saw that.
I've not looked into it at all, but I did see that was a thing.
I did not. I will be greeting.
She's on board. We're out here as soon as the wind dies down. Don't like the look of that mast. She's on board. We're out here as soon as the
That was not the thing to do. There is, in fact, something that needs to happen.
lift off in 1 minute.
But I don't know what it is.
Yep. Looks like it's mostly just private servers, but also a few other like random goodies.
16, 1 minute. Support value cue from behind. Yep, okay. Go to the right
Some
side.
of them are like
some
real life goodies, so you won't get cancer. Or what was the helmet? It was asbestos? Or what was it?
Mold in the helmet. There was a problem where the helmets were like a horrible breeding ground for just a shit ton of terrible molds.
Yeah. Not the collector helmets, just some helmets they were selling GameStop, but still, you know.
Yeah.
Yes.
30 seconds to lift off.
Fallout 76. Why?
I don't.
She's on board. We're out here as soon as the wind dies down. Don't like
The saving grace is that as far as I know, the game hasn't actually been.
that mast.
They did push back the update that's supposed to add people, though.
Ah, I did not know that.
Lift off in 1 minute.
You mean the like NPC characters, or?
Yeah. Yeah. Go to the right side and stand near the mooring. I'm so confused.
You were clearly having a lot of problems.
Lift off in 45 seconds.
Let's try a different guide. Maybe this guide is just bad. Jump down the main roof, stand on the small platform in the corner by the steel boom. So I am totally supposed to snipe something on that cable.
15 seconds to lift off. Okay, ready to lift off in 5, 4.
But I'm just not seeing what I need.
She's on board. We're out here as soon as the wind dies down. Don't lift the lever that fast. Lift off in 1 minute. Lift off in 45 seconds.
Come up on the low roof, thorns, yeah. Small platform in the corner. All of these guides suck.
You could also, and this is a radical thought, you could play the game.
I'm trying.
Ugh.
So, I mean, at this point, it's just me idly trying to figure out.
30 seconds to lift off.
Oh, there we go. So I was just supposed to snipe it. Good. We did it.
You did it.
We beat the Max Payne.
Can't imagine how much faster that would have gone if you just pushed the buttons. But, you know, we got there.
It did, though. And it didn't seem to work, but then it was just do it better, I guess. Helicopter got fucked up.
was
all
a
dead.
surprisingly
The
reserved
final
helicopter
gunshot was
crash.
an exclamation mark to everything that had led to this point. I released my finger from the trigger.
Close up of Sam Lake's face.
And then it was all over. The storm seemed to lose its frenzy. The ragged clouds gave way to the stars above.
Max Payne, this is Deputy Chief Jim Bravura from the NYPD. We've got the building surrounded. Throw down your weapons and lie down with your hands behind your head.
You've killed like 1 billion dudes, Max Payne.
A bit closer to heaven.
At least Max Payne had a good reason to kill all of those people.
Muted.
Freeze! NYPD! Hold it right there!
My ghosts released me from their haunting. Down below, New York City glittered like diamonds on black velvet.
You gave us one hell of a ride. Take him down to Central Booking.
You heard the man.
Woden was there in the crowd, standing by the sidelines. It wouldn't be over till the man with the patch would say so. He'd say the right words. I knew he would. He'd better. Woden grinned smugly. It was the grin of a winner.
Look at that motherfucker with his blacked out glasses as a fake eye patch.
That made 2 of us.
We unlocked New York Minute and Dead on Arrival. Yay! Look at that Sam Lake right there. Story and screenplay. And all these Finnish names. Produced by George Broussard. That's a weird man who created Duke Nukem. Sam Hauser. Daniel Radcliffe. Tarantula Studios. I don't know if I'd name my QA studio Tarantula. Because that implies that, like, you're a big bug. Like the people credited as Killer Suits and Booze Hounds. Sam Lake. Also, Candy Dawn as herself is a really good joke, I think.
And there's one guy credited as a computer.
Yeah. Thank you, 3D Realms, madonion.com. The pain has only just begun. More will follow.
Yeah.
It's really good. And apparently if you beat this on the hardest difficulty, you get a weird bonus thing where you just kill a bunch of people, and then there's a big Remedy logo, and it's like, thanks! It's like, cool, great, amazing. Anyway, that'll do it for Max Payne. Join us next time for something. I don't know.
Yay.
Yeah. Good night, everybody.